Selling real with Chevy.
Yo, you already know what time it is. It's your boy Frank Rose. You know, from the podcast that you're listening to right now. The whole Keeping It Rosy thing. I know. It's great. It's exciting. We love it. But you know what we love more? Repping them in these streets. Yeah, man, we got some apparel now. You can go to keepingitrosy.com and you can cop a t-shirt that says Keeping It Rosy. We got a dope design collaboration with Broken Gumball Machine. Yup, that's Johnny Hugo. He designed it. We love it. Started as stickers and now we got shirts. And for all your quarantiners out there, you got some hoodies. Come on, man. Ain't nothing more comfy staying at home in your hoodie listening to our podcast. So go to keepingitrosy.com, get your tee, get your hoodie, and stay connected. All right, let's get back to the show.
You're listening to Keeping It Rosy with Frank Rose and friends.
We are recording. Look at us, ladies and gentlemen, boys and, well, men and women, because we can't do children because we be saying bad words, so it's got to be 18 and up. What up? You're listening to Keeping It Rosy. I am your host, Frank Rose. Yay, everyone. Yay. Pedals for everyone. Yay. It's me, your boy, your neighborhood rose pedal. I'm here, always by my side. The homie from day one, Johnny Hugo. Say what's up.
What's up? It's your boy, Broken Gumball Machine, aka Johnny Hugo. Real quick, I want to show you guys something.
Oh, he was ready.
I have a broken gumball machine.
Hey!
Is it actually broken?
Yeah, there's a crack right there. It's taped.
Did you purposely make the crack?
Nope.
What?
It was just serendipity.
Well, speaking of serendipity, in words that I can't pronounce, also the lovely lady of the pod, Marcella Grillo.
No.
There's no Joe at the end. It's fine.
Say your name, girl. Say your name.
Marcella Grillo.
Ooh, so fancy.
Thank you.
How you doing, Marcella?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, you know, chilling.
Yeah.
Acting all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Those are good times.
Well, we couldn't do this without our intern, Old-Fashioned Dan, live from, it looks like the sunroom?
I can be. 1 second. Here we go.
You're in the sunroom right now. So all our
Cheers.
locals here in Orlando, background to one of our local watering holes that we love so much. And we couldn't do this without our chief engineer, a.k.a. the producer, a.k.a. the chief editor, and who?
Sue.
I've always wanted to do that.
Passage.
Ed, what are you drinking? It looks like you're drinking a Tiger Head.
I am drinking a badass mezcal.
Oh my God, you can't see his glass.
Oh.
Ed, are you the invisible man?
There it is.
I'm drinking a margarita that goes
in and out.
invisible.
Oh my God.
That's
Ed's
magic.
a physicist and we didn't even know it.
Whoa.
I'm a magician, not a physicist.
So Ed, you are over there hanging out with the Tiger King. I see that.
Yep.
Before you were running our pod, you used to run one of his shows, right?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Hey, let's shout out everyone in the chat room right now. We've never done this before. We've always kept our pod like in the crib, in our studio, aka the Roses, aka the kitchen. And it's weird because we're not in person, but like every other late night show, I guess we're using Zoom or the interns of nets, you know, et cetera, et cetera. And I thought, we said it last week, we were like, yo, it would be cool if we had people like interacting, chiming in, doing their thing. And then we could do questions or whatever. I don't know. We're going with the flow. But thank you, everybody who's getting on right now. We got Bob in the chat room, and that's it. Cool. We're famous.
Yes.
So,
Auto state viewer.
Mama, we made it. Oh, man. How was your week? Marcella, ladies first. How was your week?
It's been okay. But yesterday, I watched that Mark Twain episode on Dave Chappelle. That's on Netflix. Have you seen it?
That's on my
Yes.
list.
It was, I know, I'm like, God, I am such a hoe for Dave Chappelle. But anyways, he said this one thing that's kind of been like on my mind since he said it. And he was like, I think it was one of the maybe his stand-up like right before, the day before he accepted the award. And he was like talking about his life and his achievements. He's like, you know, like comedy in this stage is like one of the last places where we can like not be afraid to be wrong. And I'm like, now like our culture is everyone's like trying to be like, that's why cancel culture exists, right? Like, and why we're all just so afraid to like go out into the public because or like say something that we're not supposed to say because then it'll be there forever. But like in reality, like we shouldn't be afraid to be wrong. Like that's when you like learn a lot the most, you know? Yeah. Life's about growth. You're not supposed to have it right all the time.
Yeah, Marcella with the deep thought. Yo, let's cheers to that. To having a safe space where we can say whatever the fuck we want.
Here's my candle.
Hugo, how was your week?
My week was pretty good. I've been cooking a lot. I've been baking a lot. My internet connection is terrible. So like whenever a punchline's about to hit, it's always that was a perfect example right there.
Bro, did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Again, the word of the day is serendipity. But my day's been good. My week's been good. I've been doing backyard workouts, drawing a lot, just living, you know, quarantine life.
Your pizza looked amazing.
Huh?
Your pizza looked amazing. God damn it.
Thank you.
And thank you. Bravo.
Thank you so much.
Shout outs to Oviedo. If you live in Oviedo, you know what time it is right now.
Yeah, it's chicken time.
All right, real quick, let's shout out to our sponsors that we need more sponsors to be able to buy Hugo's Wi-Fi. So we wouldn't be able to be on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio if it wasn't for Deconstructed Drinks. Yo, right now, it's a good time to get on deconstructeddrinks.com. You're going to learn some basic but dope-ass ways to be a barista, home bartending. Hey, man, some of us are coming out with a new job after all this quarantine, so study up. Also, if it wasn't for Dr. B, got a shout-outs to him at Tree Life Healing Center. Hit him up on Facebook. Yes, right. You get your latest and greatest medicinal license. Yay! My herniated disc don't hurt too bad. Nice. Also, this is another perfect time. You engage, and this virus just exploded. And you're like, how am I supposed to plan this? I can't even go see my planner. Oh, what if you were your own planner? Oh, what if there was a site that was called, what's it called, man? planyourweddinglikeaboss.com. You can learn how to plan your wedding just chilling. Yo, all these people are here. They help us get the show going. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. And lastly, our listeners, you guys. Just want to give you a little love. Shout out to everybody in the chat room, you know, chiming in and stuff, which is us just in the chat room.
Hey, Bob. What up, Bob?
What up, Bob?
Hey, Bob.
Oh, man. Hey, are you guys keeping yourself busy during this, like, free time?
Depends on the
Yes.
day.
Well, Marcella, you're working, right?
Yeah, I am. I'm working.
How's work been? Is it weird? Like, are people being extra cautious or is it the same
So actually it's been kind of weird. So when I go to work, I actually don't usually see anyone because we have this schedule where most of the people that work in our company are biologists, I think. And so like all the biologists have to schedule like when they come so that it doesn't really interfere with other people. So it just it's like a zombie town every time I go to work. It's kind of weird.
And you again do what? Make clones?
Oh my god.
Yes, she makes clones. I think she said that explicitly.
How would making clones help us right now?
Your clone can get
We can
groceries.
jump into that body.
But do you have the same consciousness?
No, your conscious upgrades.
It upgrades? Are you saying I have a shitty consciousness?
No, I'm saying you're just even better.
What is a better consciousness? I'm so sorry.
Much better. It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be perfect.
I know all the words.
But yeah, we're doing coronavirus research now. It's exciting.
Dude, that's dope.
Nice.
We're testing drugs like that one that
You and your clone.
should use. God damn it, Hugo! I'm trying to run away from it.
Guys, please send money to $Johnny Hugo so I can get a better internet connection. That's $JONNY.
Tell him your Cash App, bro. Tell him your Cash App, bro.
On my Cash App, $JONNYHUGO. Because it's real out here.
It is hella real right now.
Oh, Bob, I got you.
Oh no, Bob, no.
Oh man. Well, thanks for asking me how my week was.
Hey, Frankie. How's your week?
Okay, it's all right. I got bored and started playing with my clippers, and I'm glad I was strong enough not to cut the sides or the top of my head, but I started playing with my beard, and it kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller. I haven't seen my neck in a long time, and now I remember why I grew a beard. He's not cute.
It looks fine, Frankie. Although I'm sure everyone misses you. Do you get a lot of texts being like, my hair looks like shit right now?
Yo, I get the, are you cutting? It's like the new you up. You know what I mean? Like, instead of being like, hey, you up, it's like, hey, you cutting? You cutting?
No.
Yeah, if you gonna pay me $1,000? I'll come out. I'll risk it. Nah, I'm chilling. It's definitely tempting to go and do some house calls. I mean, if it wasn't for the, how do you say, the severity, using big words.
Are you happy about the word severity?
Yeah, because, I can't say medicinal. So whenever I say a word correctly, it's like a big deal. Yeah, if it wasn't for that, then I'll be over there right now. I'll just be popping into your screen.
What would you be, Frankie?
I'll be like, choo.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, how do you like your haircut? You always tell me how you like your haircut.
Just like that. Every time.
Hugo likes to tell me in sound effects. He's like R2-D2 or something. And I'm just like, oh, I'm C-3PO. I get it. Oh. Star Wars reference. Shout out to the chat.
Let's give you that fade.
Oh, I don't want to go there. So that last Star Wars movie.
It was a masterpiece.
Right now. Oh, what are you guys binging? Oh. What are you guys binging?
Nothing.
The Office always.
Nah.
For the past like 10 years.
Aren't they supposed to take The Office off?
I think so.
Is
that why they added Community?
Oh my God, that's such a smart move.
If they take Office off, people will riot.
So
like when they took Friends off.
So it's not about shutting down your city or your state or your country. It's taking out The Office that's going to make us all freak out.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that unites us as a country.
Exactly. When you have an important issue that everyone can agree on, then people really get behind it.
I don't know, man. I'm probably gonna get like crucified on the chat room, but I like Community better. Well, at least the first like 3 seasons.
You bugging.
Yo, those first 3 seasons, Senior Chang is the real Tiger King.
Yeah.
You were really holding that one in.
Yeah, you couldn't wait to get that
when you said that.
It was
Hey,
like,
Frankie.
oh, I gotta fart this word out.
Frankie, tell us why.
Because he's El Tigre.
Hey, let's hear that deep dive.
Oh, that deep dive?
Frankie, tell us why. Huh? Did my internet cut out?
Yes. Your internet is cutting out. You basically asked me like 3 times in a row.
Hey, Frankie, tell us why.
Because he's Senior Chang. He can't be bought. I don't know the rest of the rap.
I finally watched that show.
You should.
I had a lot of mixed feelings about it.
Wait, Tiger King or Community?
Tiger King.
Oh, you watched it?
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? What's your take?
At first, I didn't hate Joe Exotic, and then I had to like really think about it. I'm like, why don't I hate this guy? Because like if you think about it, like if you just read him on paper, like he forced like 2 straight guys to have sex with him by giving them a lot of meth, and he like killed tigers and used baby cubs for money and shit. Just not good, you know? But you end it and you're like, damn, I hate Carol Baskin so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of confusing there.
Yep.
Oh, so sorry if someone said, wow, spoiler alert. I'm so sorry.
No, it's your fault at this point.
I agree. It's been out for a while.
What's your excuse if you haven't watched it now?
Exactly. You got plans?
Oh, I have to go to this happy hour. Wait, it's virtual.
You know what I had a really, I'm sure I'm frozen right now, so I'll wait a second. All right, here we go. I had a really good high thought about Tiger King, and I thought like it represents us. Like it's like him and Carol. Like at first you're like, there's clearly a good and a bad, right? You have like the protagonist and the antagonist, but the more they travel through the story, you realize that they're both trash and both sides are wrong. And I'm like, that's like us, like arguing with each other on the internet about stupid issues. But it's like, wait a minute. We get to a point where eventually, I'm frozen again. I'll wait. We get to a point where eventually we're like trying to support our point, but maybe we're wrong with our point, and maybe the other side is wrong as well. And like Marcella said, it's okay to be wrong because that's how you learn. But the thing is that Joe Exotic just kept on being Joe.
You know, Hugo's like that person who's like he's like on the news and he's like, I have the secret formula to save the coronavirus. And then like TV just goes black.
Like an episode of 24.
Yes. Speaking of 24, we are on episode 24.
Because real life feels like an episode of 24. Oh, man. That's a good take. That's definitely a good take off that show. One thing I took away from Joe Exotic, his confidence and his comfortableness in his own skin. The man lived in, was it Oklahoma?
Yeah.
And was openly gay and wanted to run for president.
Bro, think about this. He ran for governor and got 20% of the vote. That's fucking crazy. That's insane.
You can win, Marcella. You could be our mayor.
Yeah.
I kind of get it because Oklahoma is like the Florida of the Midwest.
I never been. Have you been?
Yeah.
You have? Oh, you toured. Mm.
Yeah.
Guys,
It wasn't.
I think we should bring in Bob for like 5 minutes because he was born and raised in Oklahoma. So I'm sure he can weigh in on this matter.
Deep dive.
I agree with what Bob
Yeah.
just said. He said people voted for him for the same reasons they voted for Trump. And that's exactly what I think. Like, he's
Wait.
like this crazy, outlandish guy. Says whatever the fuck he wants. He's like different.
Yeah, but Trump doesn't have
Off the way
tigers.
I don't know how to do it. My
Technical difficulty.
technical difficulty. Until we can figure out how to add our friend Bob, and he can tell us all about Oklahoma.
Mhm.
Mhm. All right. Well, we'll bring him on the next episode.
Wait, why don't you FaceTime him and then hold your phone up to the screen?
Try click on participant and
Yeah, I can.
hover to Bob's name.
Yep, we're doing it.
You ready?
We're
Oh,
ready.
guys.
You guys ready? Oh, hey guys, this is my wife, Rebecca Rose. Hey.
Oh, you know,
Brains.
ruin it.
Yeah, all the girls are like, dang, he's married.
You know, all the guys are like, she's married. Oh man.
That's the truth, Ed.
Such a terrible life he has. Okay, wait. Bob, you're going to be rejoining as a panelist?
I guess so. Oh, that
Oh,
Bob.
snap.
Wait for it.
He doesn't even know what's happening. He's like,
Yeah, can you hear me?
Technical difficulty.
I think you can hear me.
Hey, we can hear you, Bob.
Hey.
There's a video. There it is.
Hey, tell us about Oklahoma, Bob.
Huh. Yeah. First off, I'm from Northeast Oklahoma, not Tiger King country. You know, that little part of Oklahoma is known as Little Dixie. No shit. And that's where all the fucking really, really, really weirdos are from. And like where you get nervous if you walk off into the backwoods, you get lost, they'll shoot your ass because they all grow pot down there and they're afraid you're the feds after them. Yeah.
Road trip.
Oh, I also got Margaret and Kosha with me.
Hey.
Give Kosha a shout out. He's very enthralled by you guys, as you can see.
We love the animals here.
No, but that woman, she even said it. She's like, I voted for him because he don't give a shit. And he says what he wants, and he don't give a fuck about. Yeah.
And you can probably find the exact same quote for like at a Trump rally.
Yep.
I mean,
Very,
yes.
very.
Absolutely.
Oklahoma's just a weird place. People are very, I don't know, like they're very libertarian when it comes to people in their business.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want anyone in their business. They want to do what they want to do, and people can piss off, kind of thing.
So they're all like Ron Swanson, basically.
Like a less educated Ron Swanson.
Wow.
A lot of cases.
I love me some Parks and Rec, man. Again, I think it's
I've
better.
never really seen it. I tried to get through 2 episodes. I couldn't stand it, really.
The first season is rough. I'm not thinking about the first season.
Yeah, it's only 6 episodes.
But I like all the Ron Swanson clips I watch on YouTube. So.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole show, basically.
Yeah. I love that he has a framed picture of eggs and bacon in his office. That's it. Just eggs and bacon. That's art. Bob, thank you for coming in and explaining us and educating us about Oklahoma.
You know, there's another one of those places in Oklahoma in Tuttle, right? There's another tiger farm thing that's still going.
Oh, so we're going to get a season 2 then.
Well, I don't know. The one in Tuttle was the one that got hit by a tornado, and they had to come on the weather and say, hey, like, not only do you have to worry about tornado and hail and all this other crap, there are big cats on the loose. Like, watch out for them. So it was like the Tiger-nado.
Marcella's bringing her big cat right now.
They're coming out with another episode.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Like, I
doing one
think
more.
it's
Are you sleeping? Here, we can't have Marcel's cat be the cutest thing on the screen.
on. Bob,
There he is. Oh.
That's the cat.
It's clearly me.
I'm here. All right, we're all like worried
We're
about
all
it.
cute.
We're all cute. Hey, you guys want to know what the Urban Dictionary word of the day is?
Let us know.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. According to UrbanDictionary.com. They're not a sponsor, but we love it. Wait, how do you say that? Hydroxymoron. Hydroxymoron.
It's a person who doesn't drink enough water and they complain about all their problems in life. Like, God, I'm so sad and life is terrible and my head hurts. And all they needed was to drink some water. A hydroxymoron.
I like that definition, but it's not the one on the site.
Damn it.
You want to crack at it?
Yeah, before I cut out, which is going to happen, I'll wait. Okay. A hydroxymoron is somebody who wants to dye their hair with hydrogen oxide, but they're a moron because that doesn't work. Hydroxymoron.
All right, let me tell you on the definition.
Bullseye.
Those are really good guesses. I really like your guesses. So according to Urban Dictionary, hydroxymoron, one who preaches the miracle nature of I can't say that word. Hydroxychloroquine.
Oh, the medicine.
Yeah, sulfate.
The malaria meds.
To do with the business degree they hold or the virus they're still trying to cure. Basically, what our president has been trying to push.
Yeah, I know. It's very sad.
Yo, he's dying on that hill.
Should we go to Marcelo's political corner to find out how sad it is?
I have so many thoughts, so many words. I don't even know where to begin, honestly. No, I guess the medicine is a good way to start it. Like, he just like started like talking about this like medication that like there was a small I think we talked about this before, right? There was like a population of 10 people in France who there was a study on it, like there wasn't a lot of genetic variants in it, like not really talked about. But then Trump was just like, fucking take this medication even though we have like nothing else to really back it. And then people who like actually need them. So if you have lupus, that's actually one of the medications that you take. And now people who have lupus can't get access to this medication. I am so tired of him.
Join the club.
He's like The Office. He's on every night on TV.
Yeah, he's just as cringeworthy.
Oh, and then he did. I've been actually like keeping more in touch with his press conferences, and he like has been doing the thing where he just like talks bad about the media again, or doesn't let them like answer their questions. Also, another thing is him like making everything hyperbolic, like in a good way, saying like, oh, we're gonna be open on Easter and all this shit. Like this is gonna be done in a month, and the economy's gonna be the best. Like that's not doing anyone any good. I agree that the job of the presidency isn't to freak everybody out, but lying isn't the way to do it either. Like if we had quarantined really hard like a long time ago, like this wouldn't have been an issue. I mean, it wouldn't have been as big of an issue like we're seeing in other countries. But we're like American, and we think that means that like we have freedom. So you can't tell me to stay the fuck home because I have rights and guns.
Yeah.
Well, that's technically still true. But
what was that, Bob?
I said it's technically still true.
I didn't hear that.
He said technically it's still true.
Oh, yeah, true.
You can also get a $500 fine too. So
for what?
For being out, like in Seminole and Orange County, at least. I don't know about the rest of the world, but
500?
Yeah, if you don't have like a valid excuse and they have probable cause, then they could. Dan's raising his hands.
That's such bullshit, dude. Because I'm out every day, and there's literally people just living their damn lives like nothing ever happened. Like there was absolutely no difference between the day that they told everybody to stay home and the day before that. No fucking difference.
Well, there's a little difference.
I live downtown. I'm seeing the difference. Dan, you wanted to chime in?
So in Taiwan, there's actually someone just arrived back in the country, and being told to self-quarantine for 14 days. However, this idiot decided to go to nightclub. And so the government tracked him down, and he got a $1,000 fine, and he was in the jail for I don't know how many hours, but he was arrested and fined for
Man.
$1,000.
Taiwan's not playing.
No.
No, they actually had like interesting numbers on. So Taiwan, because it's so close to China, was supposed to be the second country next to China most affected by it, and they're like I think down like number 40 most affected. Like they totally like did better than like what their projected numbers were supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
15
I kinda think in a
people
way
per
it's gonna
1
be
million
Indian.
per capita. Well, per 1 million capita, whatever that is.
But who's
So
number
15
one?
people out of 1 million.
But who's number one?
America.
America. Yeah.
Yeah, this whole thing is just showing how fucking paper thin our stability is in this country. That's all.
It's a humbling time.
It's a humbling time. It's
Very
definitely
humbling.
a time of stretch and growth. I mean, I shared it last week that it's definitely putting my marriage to the test in a good way.
Why? Because she's playing your Animal Crossing?
Yeah, man. She took my Animal Crossing, man. This is my Nintendo Switch. Get your own. Get your own.
Man. So plan your wedding like a boss.
If only we knew what you were saying.
.com. There you go, Hugo.
Just laugh. It was funny.
It was. All the way from Oviedo.
I got most of it.
Just start with the punchline from now on.
Yeah,
Like
do like
Jeopardy.
Dave Chappelle.
All
Start
right,
with the punchline.
Always titties.
Jeez.
What was his joke? And then I was it.
Then I kicked her in the.
Oh man, you should start all your sentences with that.
Wait, cut out. Start my sentences with what?
And then I
Never. Keep it going.
We'll keep it going. Yeah, Marcella. I'm sorry. I felt like we were trying to get away from your corner.
No, it's okay. I just think kind of like that conversation that we were having, like it's more important now than ever to really make sure that your facts are right, to make sure you're actually like trusting reputable sources and stuff like that. A lot of people depend on it. I have a lot of friends in healthcare, with nurses and doctors, and like they're really struggling right now. And it's really sad to see, honestly. They like say it's probably something they'll never forget in their lives.
Let's send them virtual hugs and audio hugs to all our nurses, all our medical fields, first responders. Yo, real talk, man. We appreciate you.
You know, I actually read something really interesting about, a nurse posted this today, and she like put in quotations, all healthcare workers and first responders are frontline heroes in the war against COVID-19. And she's like, but in reality, this is the use of strategic messaging aimed at priming the general public and the naive in our own field to accept the massive upcoming healthcare/first responder death toll as a necessary and heroic wartime sacrifice instead of the entirely avoidable atrocity secondary to government incompetence and private sector greed that it actually is.
Damn.
So to make that shorter, it's like we romanticize like, oh my God, yes, the healthcare workers, when they're like, motherfuckers, we never signed up for this. Like, we're dealing with this because of like our health, like because of our incompetence, the incompetency of our government, and like you're gonna like use our death toll as like, oh, the martyrs or whatever. But like in reality, they're like, no, you did this to us. Like, don't make us a hero.
Oh,
Man.
oh,
That's crazy.
That hit me. I learned a lot in those 30 seconds. Holy cow. I didn't even think of it like that. Yo,
Me neither. I like took a screenshot of it. It was like, damn.
Yeah.
So sorry. I didn't mean to keep it down. That's the end of my political corner.
That's political time. Oh gosh. Hugo, did you have any high thoughts this week that you written down?
Yes, I did. 1 second.
You want to hear one of mine?
Yes, I do.
So, I don't know. This week, one of my sessions while I was chilling in the balcony, I had this thought, just one sentence. My grandmother's name is Ramona. That rhymes with Corona.
God damn it, Frank.
That's it.
You know,
Nice.
you make my high thoughts make me sound like I'm a crazy person.
No, you make my high thoughts sound like, yo, you should go to school, bro. You should read a book.
Well, actually, so I have two. They're also very short, and the first one's really dumb. This is like a Frankie high thought. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. I said Canada is like that side hoe that everyone loves.
Mm. True.
Yo, and their leader, he's kind of cute.
He's so cute, you know? He's so cute.
Look at her, look at her. She's blushing.
Not when he has all that makeup on.
Oh, I just got that. Okay.
All right, high thought number two.
Ultimate corner.
No. Corner. All right, I have a high thought. Trump supporters are probably the same people who still think that professional wrestling is real.
I'm telling you, man, I know a lot of Trump supporters. It surprised you. I know a lot of highly educated people that are Trump supporters, PhDs in engineering and shit. It'll surprise you.
Do they
Does
watch
that really mean
WrestleMania?
anything anymore, Bob?
Huh?
So does that really mean anything anymore?
Explain,
Well-
please, why.
I don't know. They
Let's be honest. I know
they
a lot
wanted
of
to see an experiment, is what it was. And now they're realizing,
They were like, what happens if we put this guy here?
really, I think
That's
it was
sadistic,
it's
Bob.
like halfway, we really don't like the government, and like, fuck it, let's just see an experiment, see how it goes. And now that's even making them more hesitant, even though they don't like Trump, to support Bernie because they don't want to see a second quote unquote experiment.
Dang, that's a good high thought, Bob.
I was like, these are my normal thoughts.
Our normal thoughts.
Wait,
You don't want to know all the thoughts in my head, trust me. I got like 73 and a half of them running around here all day.
that's a lot of thoughts,
Three and a
Bob.
half have to do with beer.
Cheers.
Shout out to Lost Rhino Brewing Company.
Also, I also want to put it out there that like making this an experiment, like also not to be that bitch to throw the word out, but it shows your privilege. If you're just like able to like let this like let's see what happens, means that you clearly don't really like rely or like need, you know, any
Yeah.
kind of change.
It's that plus they want to protect their money. That's part of it.
Yeah.
They're greedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, can I share my high thought number 2 with you guys?
Do it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I said oscillating between bored and stressed with the lovely transition phases of stressed about being bored and then bored about being stressed.
Dang. Girl, you get the deepest.
What?
Oh man. My last one, I only had 2 written down. Hobbies are essential.
Is that the thought?
That's it. I ran out of my sash. So it's very small, very glimpse, very just like, oh. So, you know,
Do you have new hobbies, Frankie?
do I have hobbies?
Do you have new hobbies?
Been trying to get through this Kama Sutra book.
Is that a hobby?
I don't call it work. I love what I do. Hey, but all right, in all seriousness, were there any questions that I missed? Any comments? Nah? Cool.
Questions from the chat. Chat questions.
Chat room, before we close out.
I mean, Bob is here now, so he was like the chat.
Bob is the chat. I mean, I saw Peter hopped on. Who else hopped on? Some people hopped on. The Ramos, El Connoisseur is on. Yo, shout out
Alex.
Alex, yeah.
What up, Alex?
Yo, Alex has been messing in the studio, bro. We're gonna have to connect. But we want to thank all our listeners, everyone who have been listening. If you're listening through the podcast or if you're watching us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Happy comments about how beautiful Marcella is, how wonderful Wi-Fi Hugo is, how great Tom's voice is amazing, and how Frank Rose just brings joy to your life, you know?
Frank Rose, bringing joy to your life. I can soundtrack your life, Frank.
Oh, bro. I need you to change my voicemail. I need you to be like, trying to get a haircut, you better pay $1,000 for a home visit.
Right? Listen here, damn it. You know, this ain't fucking charity. Supply and demand. Get your game pass ready. Let's go.
Hey, Marcella, what did we learn?
Oh, that it's important to keep in contact with people because I've been losing my mind.
Oh.
You're here, girl. That's why we pod.
Yeah, we should do that more often.
Marcel, we're here for you.
Damn it, don't make me an advertisement, Hugo.
Hugo, what did you learn besides Oviedo has shitty internet
And chickens.
and chickens?
You have two of them. Where are you getting these from?
I have one more.
Why do you collect broken gumballs? Hugo and his weird eccentric hobbies.
Does that one work at least? The one that has gumballs in it? Uh-oh, here we go.
Is there a quarter in there? Is that like your bank account at the moment?
Yo,
Yeah, I'm all excited,
Yes.
Hugo. I thought this was going to produce something.
No, it's broken. I froze. I learned that it's good to have broadband. I don't.
Oh, man. You know what I learned? I learned how to say Marcella's last name.
No, you didn't.
Nope.
Try it again.
Marcella Grigio.
You're just being an asshole. There's no Joe.
Grigio.
Lou. Think of like an old man named Lou. It's Lou.
Grilu.
There we go.
Gringo.
Oh,
What?
Marcella
No.
Grilu.
Yeah, Marcela Grillo. There you go.
Why didn't you say it in the first place? I would have got it the first time if you said it that way.
I said no Joe. I thought that was like clear enough, no?
No, it was because I heard it through Hugo's Wi-Fi. So yeah, please everyone like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend, spread the word. Keeping it rosy, baby. I know times are hard right now. I highly recommend get on some Zoom calls. Yo, we've been Zooming with my family. We've been Zooming with Becca's family. Just because we can't physically be a community doesn't mean we can't do it virtually, right? Right. Blue, 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 blue. Is that how we end? Are we done?
That was me.
Is it over?
Did we do it?
Did we do it? Did we pod? Did we make it? Is this a podcast? Hey, Ed, you can put this in the intro. Did we do it? Did we pod? Is this a podcast? Oh, man. I love you guys. Hey, stay up during the tough times and don't let the media get you down. Keep using your art to spread love. Oh, El Connoisseur. Love you, man. That was beautiful.
That's how we should have ended.
I didn't know if that was Ed or not.
We're still recording. Ed can do his magic.
Ed can edit.
He can edit it.
What's my real voice sound like?
Reddit over here.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, Bob, what you learn?
I learned that beer still tastes good. I know that.
Mm.
Very highbrow conversation I'm ready for right now.
Dan, what you learn?
I don't know.
Dan was not
You
paying
have to do the
attention.
lean back.
You know what I learned? I'll tell you what I learned. There are still smart people in this world that aren't full of shit. All this social media it's got me thinking that, man, like how many dumb people are there talking about all these conspiracy theories and how 5G is some conspiracy theory and started the virus.
Oh
and
my
all
god.
I'm so
wait,
over
wait.
5G
People.
conspiracy.
Boo 5G. Boo
Same
5G.
people. Well,
Wait.
speaking of 5G, I know who
Yeah,
could use some right now.
Virus?
You go.
People are related then together, Bob? People are related then together?
Yes. People
Oh,
are
I didn't
saying
know that.
oh, there's all kinds of conspiracy theories about 5G and COVID-19, how they're very much intertwined. People are nuts. So I'm glad there's still some sane people in the world that I can interact with.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is my thought. If 5G can create coronavirus, then our microwave should already have it already.
No,
Well,
they're
no,
saying that
it's a different frequency, Dave. So maybe a type of frequency can affect your DNA, and the other
they're
one
saying
can't.
they're saying that 5G is weakening people's immune systems, and therefore they're more
How
susceptible.
about microwave though?
What about microwave? Well, microwaves are odd that they're the one form recognized of non-ionizing radiation that can actually do damage to your body. So,
That's what I'm saying. They're different frequencies, Dan.
Yeah.
and the only reason it does that is it has a resonant frequency with water, right? I mean, that's
Does it
if
really?
if it's not ionizing, skin depth is nothing. You're fine.
And did you learn anything?
Me? Yeah, I learned that, well, everything on the internet that you read, everything on the internet has an agenda behind it. So do not trust it. It's just do not stay away from the internet. It's fucking polluted. It's infested.
Here, here.
Even though it seems harmless, there's always a fucking agenda behind it. They're trying to sell you something. They're trying to brainwash you. They're trying to get you to buy shit. Stay away from the internet.
Trying to get your number, get your digits, take you home, say that, oh, no, I just want to cuddle. And you feel
You
that.
cutting?
Hey, you cutting? All right, guys. I'm going to start recording. Wait. Boom.
Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. It helps us pay the bills. And remember, when life gives you lemons,